I'm from Baltimore, Ontario, which is just northwest of here. We stand here on the Grafton Bridge, pay our respects. I'm retired, so I have a chance to do this. I, appreciate what they're doing for us and stuff like that. And and we've been lucky that I wasn't called when I was a young fella. We're just lucky that we have people that want to join the Army and do those things. So, and it's too bad that some of them pay the price. But that's the way the world is.
My hometown's Brantford, but I've lived here for 25 years in Grafton. But this young man this is the second one from Brantford, and it's the least I can do is come to the bridge. We're a military family. My nephew's Army, his wife's Navy, and my son's brother-in-law's Air Force. I don't know, if this is all I can do, that's what I do. It's very emotional. When I wrote a letter to the editor in December, I bought a bunch of the Highway to Hero songs, the CDs, and gave them away for Christmas presents, and I bought them in Brantford. And the young man that waited me on the store didn't know what the Highway of Heroes was. Well, that got me on my soapbox. And I wrote a letter. I didn't put it in the Brantford paper, but I should have. I put it in the Coburg paper. And it's a place to come, it's a place to reflect, a place to pay respects, and the song says it all. I play it almost every day. I play it whenever I know that someone has passed and they're coming home. Probably about 12 times, I guess. 4, everyone this month. This is the 4th this month. The young man who lived in Bright was my niece's husband's best friend. The other young man from Brantford 2 years ago was a friend of my next door neighbor. We had one girl locally here last year, and we had my best friend in Vancouver, her son's best friend a couple of months ago. So it's touched me personally a number of times. And if this is all I can do, this is what I can do. Hey, Jake, I should have brought a little flag for you. You just woke up?
No, we're just from up the road. Yeah, and we come, well, this is only our 3rd time we've come, but it's really an experience. Yeah, sad experience, but it's nice to come. I think there's a lot of local people, but I don't know them all. This one woman here with the big red flag, yes, she's here all the time. Well, for 10, 15 minutes, you won't see any cars in the road, and then way off, you see the lights flashing, and then they just come by, and lots of times the family will wave to you.
Did you see that? The lady in that dark vehicle threw us a kiss. Oh, sorry, hon. Yeah, that was different.
Yeah, I'm from Toronto. We live in Etobicoke, so I can't get to the Repatriation in Toronto. So when I'm here for the summers, I try to get out as much as I can. This is my 3rd time now, this year. It's been very busy the last week and a half. Well, we lost one on a Sunday, then the following Friday, and now today. So it's like within the space of 2 weeks. But it's very moving to come here. And a few weeks ago we had a piper here. And as they passed, she was playing Amazing Grace, and I don't think there was a dry eye in the house.
I have come, the first one was the end of June, I believe it was June the 24th or 25th of 2007, and I've been here ever since. So I've missed maybe 10. Maybe 10. I helped the gentleman, Jay Forbes and Pete Fisher, with the Highway Heroes to promote the petition to get that Highway Heroes named. So I sell their memorabilia, and because all the money goes back to the troops and their families, right? So, and I also have a scrapbook of all the troops, and I just, if there's anything in the papers and stuff. Plus, in Trenton, in Colburn Legion, where I'm a member at Branch 187, there's a wall of honor, and there are 4x6s of every one of the troops. So, right down to in Colburn, the Colburn Legion. So, and Coburg Legion has one.
Jim Burns. Yeah, as in fire burns. Well, I'm actually retired, and I just fill in when somebody else is not here to bring the truck. So we've been coming here too long. You know what I mean? Yes. Oh, 5 years. That's just off the top of my head, but I think that's about what it was. 4 this month, and that's 4 too many. But it's unfortunate, but show respect to the families, plus thank the guys, and but I always seem to think that we represent all the fire departments, the ones that can't get here from one coast to the other, basically, and I'm sure they'd do that for us. So that is why we're here.
We support the troops and what they're trying to do, but we're not supporting the war. I mean, like that's, you know, there's always going to be wars all over the place.
Yeah, I have a friend on the internet who's a Vietnam veteran, and like he came home to rotten eggs and tomatoes, and he sort of had to sneak in the back door to come home and not tell anybody where they've been, and he still suffers post-traumatic stress. I mean, he was in 1970, 69, 70. You know, I mean, I feel for him, I really do.
The majority of your supporters are your truck drivers, your firefighters, your OPP, your paramedics, all your emergency services. They're the ones that started it to begin with, so back in 2002.
There were 4 soldiers here last week. They were on their way down, five on their way down from Camp Borden, heading back to Quebec.
Yeah.
And they stopped and they stood front
and
and
they've
center
never
and
seen it
saluted.
before. But we get like that all the time. Last year was Colonel Collins, but he came up to thank us for doing what we do. And the comment now is when you leave somebody from a bridge, they said, well, it's nice to see you out today. And I said, no offense, but I hope it won't be for a while again.
But it always is.
But it always is.